Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our beloved lecturer, Sir Azman bin Ali. My name is Muhammad Najmuddin Afiq bin Junaidi. I am a representative of Group 3. Today we will like to present to you about our assignment topic, which is effect on equilibrium industry due to COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 is a short form for novel coronaviruses. This outbreak came out from Wuhan, China in December 2019. On March 2020, WHO has declared that this outbreak is a global pandemic. I'll pass to my group member to present their point regarding the changes on equilibrium product and industry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanis Nabisha binti Muhammad Syari. I will be the first presenter for this group. I would like to discuss about our topic on Chapter 4, Market Equilibrium. My question for this topic is about the price of face masks increased tremendously in March 2020. Due to the pandemic COVID-19, consumers willing to be purchased the face mask even though the price of face mask increased. It is because the face mask has become a necessity in daily life due to the pandemic COVID-19. I will explain more about the demand and supply in the next slide. So I will continue my presentation. Okay, the figure 1 shows that an increase in demand for the face mask. It shows that the demand curve has shifted to the right, which is from DD to DD1, which the increase in price from P0 to the P1. The quantity demand and supply also increased from the Q0 to the Q1, but there is a shortage in quantity, preventing that the producer from supplying at the equilibrium price. Based on the figure 1, the price of face mask is predicted to be continue increasing, while the quantity supply may not be sufficient to support the demand. So, to protect the consumer right, it seems necessary for the government to setting a maximum price below the equilibrium price. Okay, for the next slide, it shows the figure 2. Figure 2 shows that the price control on face masks. It represents what will happen if the government implemented a maximum price for the sometime in the market. Without the government interference, the quantity demand and supply of the face mask will be QE at the equilibrium price of PE. At the imposed price, which is price maximum, the quantity demand will be at the Q2. So, it will be a surplus of demand, which may lead to several problems such as shortage of face masks. Because of the shortage of face masks, it may cause a black market to arise and provide for consumer at the higher price. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Wan Husna Huda binti Wan Yusaini. My metric number is 2020614852. Today, I want to present about fuel price crash in April 2020. As we all know, our government has announced to make a movement control order throughout Malaysia starting from March. Then people are not allowed to go anywhere for no reason and without permission. In April 2020, people are not using a car because they need to stay at home. When they're not using a car, they do not to refuel the petrol. This is equilibrium graph for fuel in a normal situation. So this is supply curve and cross to demand curve. We will see the equilibrium point here when the producers are willing to produce and consumers are willing and able to purchase. Quantity demand same with quantity supply. So we will see here is a quantity supply and quantity demand are same, and price demand and price supply also same. So this is a graph for change in equilibrium for fuel in April 2020 during pandemic COVID-19. As we all know, in April 2020, people are not using a car. When they are not using a car, it will be affected to fuel demand. Fuel demand will be decline and demand curve will be shift to the left. So here is the new curve for demand during the pandemic COVID-19, and we will see the new equilibrium here. So fuel price will be decreased from here to here, and quantity demand for fuel also will be decreased. When change in equilibrium fuel, we will see demand curve will shift to the left, quantity demand fuel will be decreased, and price fuel also will be decreased. Quantity demand decrease from Q to Q0, and price also will be decreased from P to P0. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Najmuddin Afiq bin Junaidi. My ID number is 2020896308. Today, I will present about the changes in equilibrium for hygiene product. The COVID-19 outbreak has prompted an increase in the demand for hand sanitizer. Health experts have advised the public that good hand hygiene can help to prevent the spreading of germs. The World Health Organization (WHO) is also encouraging basic protective measures against the coronavirus, such as the regular cleaning of hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. As a result, sales on hand sanitizer has surged around the globe. Data collected through Adobe Analytics show a 1,400% increase in demand for hand sanitizer in the US. Stock for hand sanitizer has sold out on e-commerce retailers, including Amazon, Walgreens, and Walmart. In response, third-party vendors are beginning to raise price on Amazon and eBay. In the UK, Defendol hand gel that has a standard retail price of RM18 is now being sold on Amazon for RM543. Buyers' preferences for hand sanitizer have increased, causing the demand curve to shift to the right. A growing concern for safety triggered the change in buyers' preferences. The shift to the right has caused both an increase in the equilibrium price and quantity demanded. So that's all from me for the changes in equilibrium for hand sanitizer due to COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you Najmuddin for your great presentation. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Kamarida binti Muhammad Lazadi. My metric number is 2020461516. So, I will continue this presentation about changes in equilibrium on communication and IT equipment industry. Due to huge increase in COVID-19 case, all countries decide to run MCO in order to control the number of cases since we have no vaccines yet. Hence, all students and employers did their tasks in the house or better known as work from home. These MCO made changes in their daily routine in completing their tasks. For example, students did laptop or smartphone to attend their online class and did assignments. Students and employers also need a good coverage line to access internet. This is the market equilibrium for communication and IT equipment before pandemic COVID-19. As we can see, the demand curve intersect with supply curve at equilibrium point. That means the quantity demand and quantity supply become equal at the same price. The overall graph shown where customer willing and able to purchase and supply willing to produce at the price the curve intersect. This slide is show the graph after pandemic COVID-19. As I explained before, people need to stay at home during MCO. They need communication and IT equipment in order to complete their work tasks. Hence, the demand curve for communication and IT equipment will shift to the right from D to D1. The implication from rising in demand, the price will increase from P to P1. The quantity demand also increase from Q to Q1. They have new equilibrium point at the new intersect of demand curve and supply curve. That's all from me. I will pass this to next presenter, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you to the previous presenter, Rin. I am the last presenter for this group. My name is Sarah Hania bint Abdullah. I am from class JSC 2202B. Okay, for my topic is home fitness equipment. Okay, there are many types of goods, which is economic goods, free goods, and public goods. For economic goods, they will divide by two, which is perishable goods and non-perishable goods. Okay, for home fitness equipment will be categorized under what? Okay, home fitness equipment will be categorized under economic goods, under non-perishable goods. Okay, first, what is economic goods? Economic goods is limited supply and man-made goods. They will produce and involve cost of production. Customer need to pay for the goods. Okay, like I said before this, economic goods will be divided by two categories, which is perishable goods and non-perishable goods. Perishable goods is customer cannot use for the long time. For the example is fruit, vegetable. Okay, for non-perishable goods, customer can use for the long time. Okay, for home fitness equipment, it will be categorized under economic goods and under non-perishable goods. Okay, basically, the law of demand is when the price increase, the quantity demand will be decreased. Okay, not every goods can use the law of demand. For exceptional demand, when the price increase, the quantity demand will be increased too. Okay, as we know, virus COVID-19 is the worst thing happened in year 2020. Not every firm, but mostly firm shut down their operation because of they will no longer gain profits. Government also forbids citizens for not leaving house without a solid purpose. So people cannot exercise outside house. Okay, basically, when we cannot exercise outside, we will find another way to exercise. Demand for home fitness equipment will be increased from Q1 to Q2 as we can see in this slide. Okay, of course, when quantity of home fitness equipment increase, of course, firm will want to gain more profit. So firm will increase home fitness equipment from P1 to P2. Even firm increase their price, customer still want to buy home fitness equipment. Therefore, the demand curve will be shift rightward from D1 to D2. The equilibrium price will be increased from P1 to P2, same with equilibrium quantity from Q1 to Q2. So the equilibrium level will be changed from E1 to E2. So here is a new equilibrium. Okay, this is before COVID and this is after COVID. Okay, the differentiate is before COVID this boy is not wearing a mask, and after COVID we all need to wearing a mask. Okay, next is the overall effect from COVID-19 pandemic. We can see that the COVID-19 makes a big changes in many market industry. So let's pray for this outbreak will end speedily. That's all from our group. Thank you for spending your time. Thank you again.